Sam.
Hi.
So you have a child that is neurodivergent, correct?
I do. In fact, I have two children that are neurodivergent. My youngest has been diagnosed with autism and ADHD, and my eldest with ADHD. My youngest, I had absolutely no idea. And the first sign really was head teacher at school when Rye was about 8 said strategies we use with Rye, we also find work with children on the autistic spectrum. So we were all already under CAMS. Rye had really bad anxiety, and that was affecting the whole family, actually. It affected things like going on holiday and things like that. Things got a lot worse, and we have private healthcare through my husband's work, and so the psychiatrist diagnosed Rye. It was so the actual time on the kind of NHS waiting list was over 3 years, and we eventually got a diagnosis there. The main difficulty is coping with school. Rye is now 16 and has not properly been to school since the pandemic, really. I had no idea I was autistic at all. I've had lifelong mental health issues. All my kids pretty much said, "Mum, you know you're autistic as well, don't you?" And I was just shocked and thought, what are you going on about? And then kind of thought about it and spoke to my psychiatrist about it and kind of realised that actually it could be. Yeah, it was quite difficult. And then it kind of all just, the jigsaw pieces all just kind of fitted into place. And I just realised that actually, yeah, this did make sense. It really did make sense. And now I think it's been such a positive thing. It is still really difficult coping with Rye and advocating for Rye. And I think partly there's some things we have in common and some things that are very different about us. And I don't know whether that's the ADHD, partly that side of things. I would certainly never have coped had I been diagnosed at Rye's age or as a teenager or anything. And I think now there's so much more awareness that actually it feels okay to say that you're autistic for the first time. Rye is extremely open about it. If they go to gigs, they email beforehand and ask for priority entrance, you know, all of those things, and have been really well received. I have had some friends that have kind of almost accused me of jumping on the bandwagon. I've had people that have said things like, oh, well, everyone's on the spectrum, aren't they? Which Rye is the most amazing role model for me. So Rye gave me 2 bits of advice when I was diagnosed. Generally just hang out with people that are autistic. And then the other one was, if anyone says, oh, we're all a bit autistic, aren't we? The answer to that is, it's a spectrum, but it's a spectrum of people who are autistic, not non-autistic and autistic. A lot of parents feel they don't want their child to have a diagnosis, don't want them to have a label. But for a lot of people, I think it really helps to make sense out of things. And I think with Rye and myself, that has been the case. I kind of feel like I've had years of torturing myself over not being able to do some things and not be able to react in the right way, when actually, you know, I could have given myself a bit of a break. I kind of think it's, in a way, it's how you present it. I think don't be scared of it as well. Don't be scared of the diagnosis. Well, you know, I remember hearing someone saying that if you've met one autistic person, that's what you've met one autistic person. Everyone is different, completely different. And so, you know, treat everyone individually, whether they're neurodivergent or neurotypical. Just be nice. Really?